So here we are, day 4. Last night was a good night. I ended up making it to the gym last night. It was a good workout. It was great to be kind of back in there. It's probably been 3 or 4 years since I've been in the gym. I've worked out a little bit. I have a rowing machine and a treadmill at home, which I use not as much as I should. But it just felt really good to be back in the gym, get on the weights. Woke up this morning a little sore. I did some upper and back. My elbows were, the joints were a little bit rough, so I think that's going to be the issue first and foremost, is probably the knees and the elbows. But I'm sure I'll be more sore tomorrow. Let's see. Interesting, right now I'm going to meet a friend. She's actually a personal trainer. And the cool thing about this, let me get the camera adjusted here again. The cool thing about this is she's actually interested in starting her own personal brand. And if y'all don't know, in addition to this 30-day challenge and this new channel that I'm starting, I have other successful YouTube channels that actually allowed me to quit my job in 2016. But anyways, I'm gonna go over it. We're gonna strategize. I've given her some work to complete to kind of identify her niche beforehand. She's developed it. She's got a pretty good idea of the products that she wants to start off with. I've asked her to do a couple things, and now we're gonna meet and start a growth plan for her. And what I mean by growth plan is an online growth plan. She has some clients, but she wants to be, she wants to live the dream, that laptop lifestyle, online, all that good stuff. So we're gonna sit down and have a strategy meeting. After that, go home, make some lunch, and we'll go from there. So probably no gym today, just eating well, making sure we're staying nice and healthy. And maybe I'll give you a little sneak preview of our strategy meeting. If you have any personal trainers out there who are interested in shifting to the online game, the online arena, it's it's a lot of personality, but there's also some strategies that you should put into place to really help you be successful. And that is probably my strong suit, is building personal brands. So we're gonna get back to driving, and we'll see you soon, and we'll pick it up a little bit later. Like I said, maybe I'll give you a sneak preview of our meeting, our strategy meeting. We're gonna get started with really from scratch here. She's got a few Instagram followers, but for the most part, no real online following. So it's gonna be a real cool experience. I hope to get her up and making money within a month, and I'd love to have her be able to quit her job within 6 to 8 months. We'll see if we can do it. But for now, day 4, feeling good, feeling great. We did the turmeric shot this morning. This is probably the first full real day that I feel real good. Probably 3 days of eating well. Of course, alcohol, no sugar, or very minimal sugar, and going to the gym last night certainly helped. So, all right, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye. All right, just do a quick recap of the day here since we last chatted. I went over and met with a personal trainer. We were discussing how to launch her personal brand. We just did a little strategy session. Because that went a little bit longer than expected, I didn't get a chance to actually pull the camera out when I made lunch today, but I do want to share it with you. A little smoked salmon lunch that I like to do. Basically, I pick a piece of sprouted grain bread, so there's no actual flour in it, it's sprouted grains. I toast it up, put a little bit of cream cheese on it, just a little thin layer, and then I top it off with some smoked salmon. Now, I recommend that if you're doing smoked salmon, do the wild sockeye salmon. Try to avoid the Atlantic smoked salmon. That's gonna have a lot higher fat content. Plus, it's gonna be farm raised, and I always believe in going for wild over farm raised. As you can see in the picture here, we finished that off with some capers. Also, if you have a little sliced tomato and red onion, that'll complement it nicely. Try not to eat too many grains when I do something like this, but that's something that I can agree with, and maybe do that once or twice a week. The good thing about that meeting with that personal trainer going so long is we kind of discussed my situation. We decided that I was going to work out every other day. So yesterday I did the upper body and the upper back. Tomorrow, I skipped today. Tomorrow I'm going to do the legs. I'll skip the next day, and then finally I'll do the core, lower back, and abs. And then of course repeat after that. So I feel good about that schedule. We did get home. I did a little bit of work on some of the other projects, and then for dinner my wife made something pretty cool, and I want to share that with you here. I'll just show you a quick video right now. And what that is a Whole30 kind of approved dish. And I pulled it off a blog, and I don't remember the name of the blog right now, or she pulled it off a blog, I guess I should say. But I'll go ahead and link that blog or that recipe in the description below. It was pretty good. It was an orange chicken, kind of like a Chinese chicken or Chinese orange chicken or whatever. I didn't think I was eating at like the buffets or the P.F. Chang's or whatever it is that you like. But for being Whole30, it was really good. The base was a riced cauliflower. Now you can do this yourself in a food processor, or you can usually buy it pre-riced, which is what my wife did from, I think she got it at Trader Joe's. So that was the base. Instead of rice, it was a riced cauliflower. There was some ginger, rice vinegar, some other seasonings in there, some nice orange slices, and of course the white meat chicken as well, which she tossed a little bit of tapioca flour and some sort of marinade before she seared that in avocado oil. So all in all, real clean dish, ended up tasting really good. So once again, I'll link that in the description below for you. And if you don't have some of the ingredients, you can always use them for other things, especially like avocado oil. It has a really high smoke point, so if you use it for cooking like especially chicken, which is better if you sear it at a high temperature, you don't get that smoke that's gonna fill your house or apartment, but you also don't have those kind of burnt flavors that can kind of creep in sometimes if you're using olive oil and you don't pay attention and the heat gets too high. So all in all, it was a great day. Tomorrow we are going to make the homemade turmeric shots. So that's going to be a bulk of tomorrow's episode or vlog. I'm going to have my wife in there with me. We're going to knock these out. Hopefully we can find a recipe that makes some great turmeric shots, because I love it, help with the inflammation, and it's way better than spending the $4 or $5 that I did at the juice bar. So hopefully we'll get that knocked out. Make sure you check that out tomorrow, because you're really going to want to see that. We're going to get it, it's going to turn out, and it's going to be a heck of a lot cheaper. So we'll see you tomorrow. Before we head out on the outro here, I'll show you the measurements that I got when I went to the gym yesterday. They took my body fat measurement and body mass index, and I'll just go ahead and throw those up on the screen. That way we can compare. Hopefully at the end of the 30-day challenge here, we can take those again. We can compare where they're at, where they went, and we'll kind of cross-reference that with the weight change if there is any. But once again, thanks for watching. Really exciting here. We'll jump into day 5 tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Have a good night.